We do have patients who are starting as young as 8, 9,
Okay.
so we do have folks on the younger side. And there is not a wait list currently for our gender patients.
And I'm sure you're going to be like, oh my god, conservatives are crazy people. I'm like, bruh, we just care about our kids. And we are paying attention. And you label so many people special.
We do have patients who are starting as young as 8, 9,
Okay.
so we do have folks on the younger side. So we take a few different types of patients, and there is not a wait list currently for our gender patients. So you could get scheduled more quickly than some of our other types of patients right now for those. And then in regards to prescribing, that's up to the prescriber's discretion, and they might just require a couple of appointments just to see. It might be appropriate after one. It's not something that we want to gatekeep and require someone to, come see us 10 times before it's prescribed. We have a list of gender-affirming therapists that we can provide too. So that's something outside of the clinic that's generally very
But it's not
recommended.
required to be seen here?
But it's not required. It would be required if you were trying to go through, as they were older, like a formal surgery and you needed reference letters. You would need a therapist letter, but if you're not going through that process, it's not required.
Amen. Woo! When people will get fired if they don't agree with that because immediately they're a phobic person, they lose their license.
Would the next step, or is there a possibility that we could get them on puberty blockers soon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A 10-year-old, so I follow the WPATH guidelines, the World Professional Association Transgender Health Guidelines. And really what they would say is the way to go at this age 10, would be something like a puberty blocker. Either leuprolide, which is an injection every 3 months, or triptorelin, which is an injection every 6 months. And that really stops puberty pretty quickly so that no further development of the secondary sexual characteristics happen. So things like there's no real chest development, there's no menstruation, things like that. And it's a safe medicine to use for up to 3-4 years or so. After that, there's some question about bone acquisition. When you then get to age 14, is when I'll consider some, cross-gender hormones. 14 is a reasonable age. Most kids are mature enough to make a relatively informed decision.
My name is Quentin Van Meter. I'm a board-certified pediatric endocrinologist in private practice in Atlanta, Georgia. So the first one we'll talk about are the puberty blockers. That's a generic term. These are drugs that are very cleverly designed to interrupt the pituitary gland signaling to the gonad. That would either be the ovary or the testicle, to get them started. The body changes significantly. The brain changes significantly.
As a parent is curious about that case, did this change your opinion? Let me know in the comments. Did you know about this? Let me know in the comments. Especially the parents that said that this isn't happening. Did this change your opinion? Let me know in the comments.
The organs, the ovaries and testicles change significantly. And if you interrupt that in the middle of what is supposed to be true puberty, you're taking away something that is necessary and truly physiologic in that child. We don't know if that can be recovered if it's blocked in the middle of adolescence. There are no studies to show that it's safe.
The science isn't really settled about the best way to do that. I have plenty of people who will stay on the puberty blocker and add in testosterone to give them the puberty that they are seeking, and that also helps really ensure that the puberty that they are not seeking, chest development and stuff like that, doesn't happen.
Puberty is not a disease. It's not something that you want to get rid of. You need it to move from a pre-reproductive state to a reproductive state. And without it, you can't get there.
Cross-gender hormones, testosterone in this case, do have some permanent effects, and so I need the patient to be mature enough to make a relatively informed decision. I get it that there are some 14-year-olds that are not, mature, but generally speaking, they usually are pretty good.
So let's read about those two puberty blocks. Leuprolide, bada bing bada boom, treatment of central precocious puberty in children and advanced prostate cancer. In other words, you're taking cancer medicine with a unique side effect that benefits the situation. I don't think you're supposed to take that a lot. But what about the side effects? Allergic reaction like skin rash, itching or hives, swelling of the face, lips or tongue, breathing problems, chest pain, depression or memory disorder. I don't think you want to do that to a transition because you might cut something. Pain in your legs and groin, pain at sites where injector or implanted, seizures, severe headache. And through all this, I'm sure you're going to make the best decision for yourself. Let's go to the next one. Triptolane is a hormone treater for prostate cancer and early breast cancer. Gangsta. It seems that this one has long-term side effects. Diarrhea, loss of appetite, nausea, stomach pain, weakness. But also, you may gain weight, especially in the waist, and you may lose some muscle strength. Eating a healthy diet and get a regular exercise can help you control your weight. And I'm like, how many people that are going through this, you see them do the work with the weights unless they go to MMA? I don't know. I don't see them. They're not motivated about that. And usually they're beautiful even if they're growing, right? So I'm like, I see a bomb after bomb after bomb, even if you try to do something good for yourself.
Or suicide. Like, I was given no choice. I was told you will kill yourself if you don't go through with these treatments.
It's very much pro-hormone, pro-changes. If you don't do this, your child will kill themselves. That is the most common theme.
So it's a lose-lose situation for these kids. Because that girl, when she was small, I thought she was beautiful. I can understand by her looks that she doesn't follow specific mainstream beauty stuff. And so she might have judged herself in a specific way and be like, you know what, I don't want to engage in this battle. It's messing with my body. It's messing with my dysphoria. I'm reminded by it consistently, even at home. Hey, maybe I need to change because suddenly a bunch of people agree with me and consider me beautiful.
I spoke to her, and so she said the only reason that we cut off at 13 is because we're like a teen adolescent program. That's like literally the reason that we don't do like pediatric care.
Okay.
She said that it definitely exists, like pediatric trans care definitely exists. So Mount Sinai Adolescent Clinic, they started age 10. This is the doctor. Kind of supportive, have tons of group and supportive services. So this is the website to it.
Testosterone the hormone blockers, once you get over, like, they'll just stop you where you are. So I'd have to think, but I usually don't do such young kids, 10-year-olds. So I'll call around and find a place for you guys. I don't leave you guys hanging. So, like, I know Callan Lord, I don't know if you look them up. They're a big thing. They might do children. I just will call around.
All I can say, ladies and gentlemen, just believe your instincts. Spend as much time with your kid so they can see the best example of a person that has survived in this world against a lot in their life by climbing an uphill battle. Deny yourself and go forward for a better future for yourself. That is what you're supposed to do. People get distracted, kids get distracted, and as parents, we need to help them find a place in this world because puberty is a very unique time that will change your life forever. And I think everybody agrees with that are transgender or not.